mission is to use our pure, wholesome coconut oil to cultivate a health-conscious community of individuals united by a passion to change the world. And this is really powerful for us, because we were sitting around racking our brains, what do we want to do to start this company? And we're like, well, we want people to be healthy. And it's kind of a generic thing to say, and really all health companies do. And I was like, healthy to do what? Because that's the biggest thing for us. It's like, to do what? It's that next step. Because this is what a lot of health companies do. You have, here's a health company right here, right? Full of smokestack. That's terrible windows. So this is a health company, and they're like, hey, we have a new product to get you healthy, and it's fantastic. And here you are with everyone else. Like, you should take our product. It'll make you look like this person. And there's some picture of a model who doesn't even take the product likely and just spends all day in the gym. You probably are not going to look like that person. Neither am I. Neither is anyone, because we have busy lives, right? So we're not trying to do that. We're not putting ourselves on a pedestal. Yes, we do believe that coconut oil will make people healthy, and that's something we want to do. We want a health-conscious community. We want people to be healthy, but we want to use health as a platform. Because it's not just enough to be healthy. You don't want to be at the end of your life, and if you're really healthy, you don't want to be at the end of your life at 120 and not have done anything for anyone. Because at the end of the day, it's really what you do for other people that matters most. So health is our platform, and we want to connect with people using this platform to create change in the world. And that's the most important thing, is that we can connect with them here. Because we're not above them, we are them. I'm using coconut oil now and trying to do the same thing. Health is not something it's something you reach for. Like, it can't just be, it's not like a check mark, it's a lifestyle. So we want to come alongside people to create change, and that's where we build this connection, especially through social media and stuff like that. And these are our values. So we're sitting down thinking about change, and an anagram came up because they're awesome. And this is ours, basically. Change is courageous, hopeful, authentic, natural, generous, and engaging. And what we ultimately want to do is use this community, right? And we want to create a movement. And movement's kind of it's an interesting word. Because a movement itself, it's not by one person. You think of like a Martin Luther King, right? Fantastic, like the greatest person in the world. He didn't do anything. Interesting, right? Well, he did. He had an idea, he had the courage to share his idea, but the movement itself was the people who believed in it. So we want to create change in the world as a business, which is kind of like a non-profit thing, but we want to really change the face of business and connect people on a different level than most health companies typically have. So that's our courageous idea. The businesses can be about people, in this sense. And it's something other people strive for, and we need it in every industry, because it's something that's really missing from business in today's age. So that's our courageous idea, and we have hope that people are going to get connected with it. And it's our community that will create change through belief. So the hope drives us through this whole cycle. But it starts with the courageous idea, and that's the idea bubble. Let me make a few more so that makes sense. That didn't help.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet. So courageous idea, need to have hope throughout it, but basically it needs to be authentically shared. And that's the number one thing we want to be with people, is authentic. Because people trust authenticity. And everyone is really good at picking up on BS. Everyone. It's just in our nature, and we all try to fake it. I don't know why, because we're not good at it. So that's really important. We need to be authentic in our message that we're sharing to people that want to create change. And then natural, that kind of ties into authenticity, but also it helps out with our product too. All natural, we want to promote that kind of lifestyle, especially on social media. That's something really big. So, a naturally driven, and that's also a focus on the natural world. We want to tie into some of that stuff too. But you want to connect with them authentically, and it needs to be natural, also authentic, but in a natural way. And then generous is really big too. We want to give back, and we want to connect with people. So on social media, when someone posts, hey, I like your product, and be like, cool, buy more here, right away, Because then it feels like they're being used. We want to be generous with them. If they've done something awesome for us, throw them a free jar or something. Just do something that generously engages the people, because you're not going to build that trust level until you're generous with your community. Because a lot of businesses out there, what they do is, they're very, especially in the action sports industry, they will kind of build off the stoke and the excitement of people for health, and then they'll just kind of promote buy more, buy this, buy that, but not really get engaged. It's all about bettering themselves, which is not what we want to do. So generous, we need to be generous with our community, and that'll look in different forms, especially on social media as things go around. But you'll see, and it comes with having conscience. So last but not least, engaging, and this is kind of the last piece, and this is really the biggest thing with social media, obviously. We want to be engaging, but on a different level, because we want to create change, but we want to hear other people's ideas too. So we don't just want to engage them as like one-way communication. We want it to be kind of interactive. So when we engage with them on Facebook, challenge them to do things. When we challenge people who like us, and we want to be challenged by people too, because that creates growth. So we want to engage with them, and what engaging does, when you engage, you get new ideas. And it's all driven by hope, ultimately, because you have to have hope through all this, especially when it's a new idea, because it might not take. But hope's the biggest thing in the world. I think we overlook how important it really is. But when you engage people, they have more ideas. You come up with, hey, we're having this event in our community, and they're like, I love it. What about this? And instead of just brushing to the side, be like, whoa, that's a cool idea. How can we cultivate this, this to make it a little bit better or different? Or does anyone else in our community have thoughts on how we can do this? And yeah, that's kind of the cyclical nature of creating change for us, and these are the values that we're going by. So, and everything you do is just kind of act from this core, and is really important for everyone here to understand and believe in the same thing. So, yep, that's what we got.